Well, when Kathleen asked me to participate in this ceremony, I thought it was a great idea. But standing in front of you right now and as nervous as all hell, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, Kathleen, I know that you're not comfortable being the center of attention in gatherings large or small. And to use a term that I've heard so many times coming from your mouth, you have issues about this. Well, sunshine, all I can say to you right now is deal with it. You have been the center of attention from the start of the ceremony, and you'll be the center of attention all evening, and I hope you cherish every moment. Kathleen, you truly look lovely tonight. You really do. And I know your dad would have been so proud of seeing you here and being with you here and seeing the person you are and what you've become. It's truly impressive. Truly impressive. Anyway, oh, geez, I was hoping that turned off. Kathleen, you came into Geraldine and ours life unexpectedly 12 years ago. And we didn't know who was walking through the door. You didn't know who was on the other side of the door. But both Jer and I this should be added to the 30 seconds, but we feel so honored that you have decided to remain in our lives since then. For me and for Geraldine, you have redefined our meaning of what family is. And we truly feel that you are part of our family. Okay? And you know that. The only time I really gave Kathleen hell was the first time she came back to visit us after being away and she knocked on the door. I said, what the hell are you knocking on the door for? You just walk in. And she's never knocked since. Also, you need to know that I'm truly humbled by the fact that you asked me to participate in this ceremony today. Although I could certainly do without the nervousness associated with this particular moment. But we're getting through it. The ceremony, and this is both to Nick, is that his name? Ryan. The ceremony this afternoon was wonderful. Okay? It was sincere, heartfelt, and honest. The backdrop of the ocean, the sky, the islands only added an elegance to it that I think many people in this room will never forget. And I think also it brings to my mind and other people's mind how blessed we are to live in such a wonderful part of this country, right? To stand there and look out is a sight I'll never forget. Okay, that's first of 10 pages. I'm not kidding. Kathleen, Geraldine and I are truly happy that you're becoming a member of the Betts family. You are fortunate to have in-laws such as Brian and Susan, who have been and will be so encouraging and supportive of you and your aspirations now and in the future. It's very comforting to see this and to appreciate what's going on here. And as an aside, Geraldine and I would like to thank Brian and Susan for their hospitality, their friendliness, and their thoughtfulness as we get to know you a little bit over the last little while. It is something that Jer and I will not forget.
Very welcome.
So Kathleen, my life experiences with you over the last 12 years have provided insights as to who you are as a person. And I sat long and hard thinking of adjectives. You're a school teacher, I think they're adjectives, aren't they? that are appropriate and real and true. And although there's nothing sophisticated here, it's certainly heartfelt. You are kind. You are thoughtful. You are determined. You are not afraid to set goals and work hard to achieve these goals. You have met adversity in your life. And you've conquered this adversity. And you've conquered this adversity with style and grace and continue to move forward. That is a gift that not everybody can say. You speak to your convictions. You are not a wallflower. Okay? You value and respect the diversity of the people around you and who you work with. And that is such a unique gift. All these qualities, and more, Nick will continue to appreciate and respect as your relationship grows and matures into the future. Now, speaking of Nick, I have a couple of words of wisdom. When you're old and have gray hair, Nick, you have a tendency to think you have the right to speak to younger people, even when you're not asked to speak. So, I have the podium, you don't. So guess what?
Lay it on me.
Okay. Speaking of Nick, I thought I might provide some guidance to him to ensure a long and happy marriage to Kathleen. First of all, on several occasions, I noticed that Nick likes to wear a god-awful red hat that says, "Make America Great Again." I don't know the significance of that hat. I really do not. Someone's going to tell me someday. But I suggest to you that you ditch the hat, buy another hat, and get the following embroidered on the front of the hat. And what should be embroidered on the front of this hat is, "I will always, always, underline always, be Kathleen's greatest fan." Secondly, while recognizing that we live in a complex world and access to information of any sort is available by simply picking up a cell phone or turning on a computer, I would suggest, Nick, that if you ever feel the need to Google how to achieve and maintain a successful, happy marriage, I would really like you to follow these instructions to the letter. 1, turn the damn cell phone off. 2, turn the damn computer off. Ask yourself, what would Brian and Susan do in this situation?
Go to the gun club.
Finally, And really, this is finally. I want to wish Kathleen and Nick a fulfilling, happy marriage. Recognizing that you will face challenges in the future, I am positive that your love and confidence in each other will shoot. I am positive that with love and confidence in each other, your relationship will only strengthen as time goes on. So thank you for listening.